On this episode of The Whiskey Tornado, we review Evan Williams' 1783. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Whiskey Tornado. I'm your host, Lance. Today, we have a value bourbon we are reviewing for you guys. It is Evan Williams' 1783. Now, before we get started, I have to be transparent and tell you guys that Bill, who is a Heaven Hill rep, gave me this bottle to review. So thank you, Bill, for that. But I just want to be open and honest with you guys and let you know that I was given this bottle. I did not buy this bottle for this review. All that being said, I think you guys know by now that I am completely open and transparent with you guys. And you know that if I just don't like something, I don't review it. So I don't have to shit on a brand unless it's a really big brand, which Heaven Hill is. So I told Bill that he's fine with me giving my honest opinion. So I feel very safe telling you guys exactly what I feel about this bourbon. For those of you new to the Whiskey Tornado, let me quickly explain our scoring system. We have 7 categories. We rank 0 to 1, 0.5 being average. 2 of those categories are handicapped. Those handicapped categories are appearance and availability. Then we move on to the nose, palate, finish, body, and value. At the end, we add all those categories up. Any score of 3 or better is bar worthy. Any score of 4 or better is bunker some, just in case the bourbon you love is no longer made. All right, with all that being said, let's get into the appearance of Evan Williams' 1783. All right, guys, so I like the redesign. Heaven Hill redesigned the Evan Williams bottle. It's still a screw top, but the redesign is nice. The bottle shape's nice. It's not anything special. It's a little less than average, but it's still nice, way better than what it was. We're going to give the appearance a 0.4. Moving on to availability, this is where this bottle shines. Evan Williams is available everywhere. The distribution's fantastic. It's a cheaper bottle. It's a 1. All right, let's get into what you guys came here for. Let's talk about the nose on Evan Williams 1783. You know, for a $20-ish bottle, the nose is really nice. Lots of, like the first note I get is lots of buttery caramel. Like almost like a touch of cedar. A little bit of clove in there. A little bit of like that dank wood. Not a lot, just a touch of it. And there's definitely nuttiness through this as you get in most Heaven Hill products. Nose is really nice. I'm not finding any fruit, but I do really like the nose. Better than average, surprisingly, on a $20 bottle. We're going to give the nose a 0.6. All right, moving on to the palate. You guys can see the color here. It's not crazy dark, but we're talking about a 90 proof bourbon. First sip is caramel, lots of nuttiness, and a little bit of that like mildewy oak. Just a touch, not too much. Again, I've said this in past reviews. Sometimes that can be a flaw, but a touch of it I'm okay with, and this has that. It's mostly just caramel, Heaven Hill nuttiness, and a little bit of that like dank wood, but not too bad. It tastes like this is headed in the direction of a Henry McKenna 10, but just younger, thinner, that kind of thing. Second sip. Getting a little bit of fruit there, but mostly nuttiness. And now that I've said that this tastes like it's going in the direction of a Henry McKenna 10, now that's all I can think about. And it does taste like very much like a Henry McKenna, but not as good. A little bit thinner, a little bit more watered down. You know, they redesigned 1783, and with that redesign, they started to put a little bit older juice in, according to what I'm told. And I think there's some 6 to 8 year bourbon in this now. So for, you know, under $30, around that $20 mark, you really can't go wrong. It's a fantastic value for that. Let's go into the third sip. Yeah, that's all that's in my head now. It tastes like it's trying to be Henry McKenna 10, just doesn't quite get there. But you get those like that sweet oak and nuttiness and caramel. Not super complex, but what's there is really nice, really crushable at 90 proof. I'm gonna give the palate. It's about average. It's good for what it is. Really nice palate for $20. If you're comparing it against everything across the board, it's average. We're gonna give it a 0.5. All right, let's move on to the finish, guys. Finish is actually longer than average. It just goes from that, like the transition is caramel to a little bit of dank oak and then barrel spice on the back end. And it's a little more than average. I'd say it's a medium finish. We're gonna give the finish a 0.6. Moving on to body, I don't have much of this left, but the body is probably where I'm gonna rate this the lowest. It is 90 proof. It is a little thin. It does feel a little watered down. And so if you're used to drinking, higher proof, more viscous bourbons, you might be let down by this, but keep in mind, this is a value bourbon. This is a budget bourbon. So for around that $20 mark, it's fantastic. But it is 90 proof. It feels like it's trying to be Henry McKenna 10, which is a good thing for, a third of the cost. So I'm not mad at it at all. I'd probably give the body the lowest out of all of these. We're going to give the body a 0.4. All right, moving on to value. The value is where this bottle shines. It's a 0.7. It's, it's a watered down, thinner Henry McKenna 10-year. That's $20. It's a third of the price. So you're getting a 90 proof bourbon with a lot of the same flavors as Henry McKenna 10, just not quite as viscous, as rich, as mouth coating as that. But certainly a crushable bourbon, an extremely good value, way better than average on the value. That's where this thing shines. As far as $20 bottles go, I think this is right up there with some of the best. We're going to give value a 0.7. All right, guys, that brings the overall score of Evan Williams 1783 to a 3.5, making it bar worthy. This is definitely a bar worthy budget pour. If you're looking for a $20 bottle, you cannot go wrong with this. I would definitely grab this, get it on your shelf, especially if you like Heaven Hill products and you like that profile and you like Henry McKenna 10-year. This is a cheaper version of that, in my opinion. A lot of the same notes and characteristics, but really well done for $20. Heaven Hill continues to put out great value bourbons. That's where they shine. And Evan Williams 1783 is no different. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Would love to hear from you. Hope this review helped you decide what to buy and what to leave on the shelves. Until next time, cheers, everybody. Mm-hmm.